Hey, good morning to you. It's the Ranger Manger Show. It's the Ranger Manger Show. This world is about to... Listen, my hair's all over the place because I washed my hair last night, right? And I didn't retwist it, but I got time today. In fact, I got time all week. In fact, really today, I'm just going to sleep. I know, right? Today, I'm just going to sleep because I am like my parents. I'm a product of my parents, which means I will go and 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 go. I think that's what got me in the hospital one time before. That I would just go, 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 go. And I sometimes don't know how to stop. Which makes other people don't know how to, how to rock the way I rock. And they want to come in and they always want to make me stop my flow because they can't go where I go or do what I do, and then they want to say that it's me when it's actually it's you. You know what? I've tried to help so many people in the past until I realized, all these people at this point can kiss my ass. They know who they are, and they know who they might be, and they know who they would be if in reality they were in reality, but they don't do reality because they got so much narcissism or whatever this bullshit is with them. I don't care. This schizocism, this isticism, this passicism, this whatever system. You know what? I've had people tell me one time, see, I wake up like this. I have not had coffee yet, by the way. And I'm glad I'm learning every day. I'm learning something new, like the fact that drinking coffee the first thing in the morning is just something that you should not do. You should either at least drink some water first, especially for me, because I have stage 4 chronic kidney disease. And one would say, why would you keep mentioning that? Because I want you to know about me, number one, before you come up to me with your bullshit, that I'm going through some things. And that's why I'm going to talk about some therapists, because I was just, perusing as I do, because intelligence watches everything, including you. Not saying I'm intelligent, but I'm intelligent. So what does that mean to you? I know, right? Looking at the sun, shine on me, shine, shine, shine on me. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Remember how I was dealing with some people a year ago, or a couple of years ago, and they were like, oh, go Val, yeah, Val, no, Val, but you don't see them right now. Why? Because either I blocked them, or I stopped them, or they were full of shit. Look at me, I'm tripping on myself. Now they call me the narcissist because I'm looking at all that I've gone through, and I don't look like all of I've gone through. And the fact that some of you, because reminding you, I just woke up, no makeup. My hair is kind of all over the place. My shirt, by the way, says, what does my shirt say? What makes you different makes you beautiful. What makes you different makes you beautiful. I love the tribe that I am building and the tribe that I have. When you have something that's precious to you, it's just really super. And I can say this word weird. And by the way, again, as far as the word weird, shouting out to my crew, we do not choose. We defy and throw out the word weird. We're not weird, and we've never been queer. Or none of that bullshit, skew that labeling and the alphabet boys and all that BS. Listen, I'm telling you, the last thing you could ever do or should ever do is come to me and try to Hillsong me or Scientology me. Ask the people in Hollywood about me. As your bee would say, but not my bee, because I deal with the real bees, not the beehive. Listen, beehive, I'm telling you, if you want to stay alive, you better listen to some people. You better grow some balls on your, you know what? I got a picture. I was going to say, I'll do that later. I know my mind just, Miss Barrett used to say, my mind is always moving at the speed of light, and my mouth is trying to keep up with it, right? And I need to slow my thoughts down just a little bit so I can finish out the sentences. I remember good things. I remember my favorite chemistry teacher and my physics teacher too, Miss Barrett. She was just the best. I remember the people who made the biggest impact on me and really understood me. Like when I totally flunked the physics test. Totally flunked it. Flunked the fuck out of it. I flunked. I'm smart, I'm wise, I'm this, I'm that. How did you talk? Because sometimes when I see numbers, listen, I will be the first to admit there's two things that I absolutely hate. I hate paperwork. Paperwork, my mind just goes, I become like an idiot savant on paperwork. It's like, I can do it. I just don't like the, and numbers. But I'm very good with numbers. Listen, if you don't think I'm good with numbers, fuck around with my money and find out. You see, you find out. Whoo-wee. Shit, not only is she good with numbers, she gets in mafia mode about her money. You must not know about me. You must not know about me. Some people are finding out, but she's just a little thing all by herself, right? I thought she'd be an easy target, right? I thought it would be nothing to go up against her, right? You were wrong, right? You were wrong. You tell your story, because if you don't tell your story, then someone else will come along and swear out they're telling your story, and they will always leave you as the villain because they want to be the hero in your story. But whether you're the hero or the villain on this day, reminding you, either way, I'm either the hero or the villain in my own story, because it's about what I decide. Do I decide to deal with this BS? Or do I decide to let it slide? Well, I let it slide. That's a funny joke to somebody that they don't think is funny right now because I let them slide. Why didn't you just slide to the left and slide to the right? By the way, RIP to the guy that did, DJ Cashapp, whoever the slide was. I still never got my money though for that. And I wasn't him or whoever stomp. Which was a 3-minute song, which turned into like a 10-minute song, in the disco. I remember at Foxy 99 when, who was it, the guy? I can't remember that now. But, when he said, he gave me this and said, we need it longer. Can you, mix it up and make it longer? And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Just loop it and over it and just do what you do. Just make it longer. And I'm like, nobody is going to dance off. It's just, so I just did it. I just looped it and did it and mixed it and did it. And I was supposed to get credit on the record. I don't even think I even got that. There's so many things I've given to music, including rap. And people just overlooked me completely. I guess it was my fault because I didn't get it in written contracts, see? I just believed people said that they were going to do right by me. That's one thing I really am learning in 2023. Don't trust nobody in the music industry. Don't trust none of them. None of them. And let's talk about these social media therapists. Don't trust them either. I'm getting to the point of what I had to say. By the way, it's funny when I walked outside and there was a black cat just rolling out, just feeling good. Our grass has been cut and everything. The people have come and did what they did. And so thank you. Now we don't look like we live in a jungle where we live, but we still live in a jungle, right? Because people are still fighting for their lives in many ways. And people are finding out even more about me today. People don't know what I am. They might say, oh, she's a witch, or she's a bitch, or but have they ever really talked to me in real life without an agenda? It's when you come up to me with an agenda, or you're a pretender, or you want to try to steal my identity. Like, I have some folks that I know who are very good. They think in their minds of doing that type of deceit. And what they did not know about me, the fact that you would come up in my face, but they won't come up in my face today because they know I will knock the shit out of them and don't care. That didn't have to rhyme. That just is what it is. I'm that type of kid. Airborne! The seed doesn't fall far from the tree, and the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree either. Your parents are in life supposed to be your greatest teachers. That's the way it's supposed to work, but it doesn't always work that way. I feel sorry for some of you who clearly your parents went astray, and your parents weren't parents. They were just donors and sperm donors and breeders and whatever that shit is. But that has nothing to do with me. So when I'm looking at people trying to talk about therapy or social media therapists or what to do or what not to do, and I'm looking at you, see, I have this amazing ability to see with the eyes. I smell the pussy in you. Oh, I said it. I smell the pussy in you, and I smell the cap in you too. All of that is the same thing. Is it you I'm talking to? By the way, shout out to the 82nd Airborne, and all the folks at Fort Bragg. It is so sad that you have politicians come when it's time for election. See, we're coming out here and to meet our men and meet our women, and we want to see what they need. You don't give a fuck what they need, clearly by the way you act. Oh, Congress, you're so cap, all of you. So you got rid of one rat. Now get rid of about 400 more, and we might be doing something better than before. But you keep electing the same people in who are never your friend. They just come around election time, shake a few hands, kiss a few babies, grab a few pussies and all that, and you say it's okay. No, it's never been okay. See, it's that type of stuff, by the way, that you have to say, is this who I want leading me? Right now, I don't do politics, and I'm a political scientist. And like the political consultant on Big Brother, like, really, Julie? Who? Big Brother is such a narrative right now. I mean, like you got Felicia with the bald head, you got Cherie, who we're all picking for, who even she says, you got Cameron, who I mean, you know what? I was feeling Cameron last night. I'm not even gonna lie. I was feeling Cameron last night, because some people say like, yeah, you can be like that, right? I don't know. It's Cameron a Pisces or water sign? But either way, still the fact that he had to tell I don't even remember her name, Barbie, BB, Booby, I mean, whatever her name. She's the political consultant. Who told you were a political consultant? I mean, not that was necessary for you to be a political consultant to know who Emily Dickinson is. But yeah, I'm still stuck on that. Like, because you really think you're intelligent. You think you're an intelligent, uppity chick. And even Cameron knew who Emily Dickinson was. And I said the name wrong a couple of times, like in a video that I did. But did you catch it? Maybe I did it on purpose, because I didn't get corrected. So y'all don't even know who Emily Dickinson is. That's the point. And you have some people who are poets. It's like we had poets. We had these poets around here that swore out they were just the best poets, the best slammers, the best everything. And they had no idea who Gil Scott-Heron was. If you have no idea who Gil Scott-Heron is, you are not the crew for me. I had some chick, not a poet, but she just wants to be somebody. And apparently she wants to be me. How's that doing for you, Q? Not that Q. There's several Qs that I don't do. Like, we're going back to Star Trek right now with Captain Janeway. Captain Janeway is in the house today. I know several Qs that I don't fuck with, by the way, and they know why. But I bet if they want to talk to me about behind my face, they won't come up in my face, and they know why. Don't you? I love it when you send the FBI, the CIA, and everybody in between after me, because when they come up and meet me in reality, they'll go like, oh, like you don't know I'm vetting you while you're vetting me. I always do. Now, what do you see? Classified in Area 53. The seed does not fall far from the tree. Masters raised me. Let me say that again. Masters raised me. Masters. Not organizational masters. Not organizations. Not religion. Masters. Master teachers. Master thinkers. Master builders. They did what they had to do. They mastered life the best way they can. And the fact that some of you will want to bring your stinky, cruddy, jealous ass bullshit, never gonna be nothing, never gonna be shit, always want to suck on somebody's dick or click parents around me. You bring that energy around me and think you can master me. I will bring down that whole entire structure just by being me. I'm doing that in 2023. Who must she be? Who's that girl? Hashtag that smart kid. That will be me. Boom! drops the bomb. It's the bomb. That's the type of mom I be. But yeah, let's talk about social therapists, by the way. Now, and let me say this. There's good and bad in what I say. So you got to do what works for you, because at the end of the day, your walk is personal. Your walk is personal. I can't walk for you and you can't walk for me. I fully am aware of what was done to me in 2022 and 2023. And actually, I appreciate the separating, and the rapture is happening. The rapture is happening right before your eyes, but you don't know what you see because you're waiting for lily white Jesus to come down on a cherry cloud and to save all of you. And yet, you want that to happen, yet you don't believe in aliens. Well, boo, it's the same thing. Boo, poo, 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 poo. Where's Christopher Robin, poo? Where's Christopher? You got to excuse the way don't excuse. I don't give no fucks. I'm just doing me, bitch. Keep up. You say you're smart. So how are you a problem for me? And I'm doing this without any coffee, because do not drink coffee the first thing in the morning, because I have learned just yesterday, which I probably learned that before, but I've had so many things going on, that when you drink coffee the first thing in the morning, actually, and I know a lot of people do, a lot of coffee drinkers do, a lot of people that we think that's going to get our get us going with the caffeine, right? But actually it's not that good on the body, because it makes your blood sugar dip. I forgot. Just read about it. It makes your blood, and I get it, especially if you eat it before food, because it actually goes against the breakfast. That's why you do coffee after breakfast. If you eat breakfast, you don't do coffee before breakfast. Now, if you're just drinking coffee and coffee's your breakfast, I guess well, that is what it is. But primarily, if you're eating breakfast, whether it can be just like some toast or some cornflakes, it is so hard to just find actual cornflakes. American food is horrible. American food is horrible. I blame Big Pharma for that. I blame Bill Gates and folks like that. I blame all the people who try to take all the farms away and all the farms away. You have killed off the heart of America, and yet you say, we're trying to make America great. I'm not doing the Trump thing. I'm talking about all politicians, by the way, who you have literally killed and destroyed the heart of America. Who is the heart of America? You say, this is not about color. Again, let's not get into this black and white fight, because we get into a black or white fight. At what point, when we call ourselves separatists, who do I separate? Who do I separate from me? What trip ticket do you want to see? Do I take out, this is the black part of me, this is the white part of me, this is the Native American me? Which part do I separate and decide to go with when they're all me? Oh, so you biracial. Bitch, I'm triracial. So, step up a couple of degrees. I don't give no fucks that you feel some kind of special because you're biracial. And in reality, you are what people see. So you can be biracial till the cows come home. But if you're black, they're going to treat you like black. And if they have a very negative opinion about black, they're going to treat you as that. Whether you're Colin Kaepernick, J. Cole, or, or me. Color doesn't make you intelligent, and color doesn't make you free. And there goes to white people too, because we all know that that so-called white people can be some of the dumbest motherfuckers, especially when they don't even know their own history. And that's where they fuck up, coming around me, because if you don't know that history and you bring that stereotype energy to me, bitch, I will lay you down. But I try to do it creatively, because I know there's power in the mouth. So I'm just representing the little brown girl in the South who is what? I'm everything. I'm a cosmic binary being. Can I be binary? Oh, I am non-binary. You are a lie. You're a non-binary. You're a hobrosexual, destined to die, because you fuck everybody. You fuck everything. And you want to make that narrative the thing. And now our kids are growing up thinking, I just want to fuck and suck. And I keep telling you, there's syphilis in this shit. I'm smelling syphilis in these vaccines. I don't know, because I've never seen somebody go so crazy. You know what I mean? You guys really let me stop telling you what you need to do you? But if I was smart, as some of you say you are, I forgot, most of you that say you're smart can't even read. Remember the chick that you all loved, that she didn't even know that a fox was real? She just thought a fox was a cartoon character. So these who your people are following and calling goats. You glorilla and go. Okay, I can't. We're not going there. All of that's a joke. The industry is a joke. We're past that. Let's get back to the social media therapists. YouTube has did a disservice to everyone who came about telling the truth. YouTube was a platform that could have gone so many positive ways. But we all know when greed gets in the way, it goes really astray. And depending on who's at the top of it, if they're weird, like I said, I'm going to say weird and queer, then that's how the platform goes. That's why I say my people, my tribe, we used to be considered the weird kids, the nerdy kids. Nerds. You used to consider the nerds weird. Let me tell you something about nerds. Nerds rule the world. Now everybody wants to be nerds right now. Everybody's going to want to be a nerd. Everybody wants to dress like Earth. Okay, yeah, do that. See, this is where that pack mentality comes in. That pack mentality, that clone mentality. Everybody wants to be what somebody else is being. What's the hot thing today? What's the hot thing today? Then that's what we're all going to do, okay? We're going to be that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be that. Like everybody's doing cards, right? But I've been doing cards all my life. I've been doing a lot of things all my life. You just don't know about me. But somehow when we went to the pandemic, I said what I said, then it got to be really weird and queer. And then I started having all my, quote, LGBTQ friends come at me like, how is it that we never made it? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Aren't you gay? Aren't you bi? Have you ever seen me normally date, more or less marry a gay or bi person? Why would you even say that? Now, it was the fact that it was so many of them in the last several, when I say that everybody I know that was gay or bi, all the men I know had that same like, oh, we love you. And girl, how does we not make it? What type of lusty energy was going through you? What type of deceptive devil, what was going through your mind? Whatever this is, this was like the devil of all times. And you know what? We're not talking religion, but if in your mind you need to go there, go ahead. God set you up. You came against the wrong person to fuck. When I say, and I'm a bad chick, I have to pat myself. Brush that shit off my shoulders. I had to brush that shit off my shoulders. When you start looking at things in reality, you actually start feeling sorry for people like Blue Ivy, because she will never have a life. Her life is already, it is what it is. At this point, it all goes downhill from here. Her parents, whatever they are, whatever they do, whatever you think that they set up. The funny thing is, like in the beehives, for the beehives to come at you, to where it's like that pack mentality. You send your crew after me, so what happens when your crew finds that you're deceptive? Well, you can do what you do, but I'm saying right now, at this point in time, you might want to look to like what real bees do, not your queen bee. That's good for entertainment, but is entertainment helping you pay your bills? Let's keep that real. Is entertainment putting food in your plate? Now, let's be clear about that. We know that they do have enough money, like how they raise their numbers and raise their, whatever that is, up the chart. They have enough people to pay off all these little simps and stands and everything. But that money, too, runs out. That's why they're doing all these last-minute concerts and shit, because they know in a couple of years, it's getting ready to be a whole different world, and ain't nobody gonna be doing no concerts. Why? Guess you have to stick around and find out. However, Everybody feels like right now you got these little sips and stands and all over around the place, including all the people who were like, yeah, you were my friend one time again, but you think I'm jealous because you were out here, I'm going to Paris and I'm going to Egypt. I gives no fucks. If I wanted to go to Paris or to Egypt or Japan, I had a chance to go to Japan. I was supposed to have been going to Tosan a long time ago till I realized I got to be in that plane for 18 hours, 24 hours. Oh no, I can't do it. I mean, I got this thing about flying. It's just still something in my head. I mean, just. But if I wanted to go, I can go. I would trust a hop. If you know, you know. I would trust a hop before I would trust any of these commercial airlines because, JetBlue with a happy face. Are they still in service? I don't know. Or South. What is it? South. Whatever the cheap air. I mean, I'm just saying, like I'm having flashbacks. It's funny. It's my husband's birthday season. It's Libra season, and I'm thinking about that time we went to the Bahamas, and I did not know the diva. The diva takes her listeners. Well, the diva takes her tribe to the Bahamas. Thank you, Marv Hankston, again for that. And I know there's a chick in radio right here that's probably got some feelings about that because I was replaced with her, but her attitude was fucked up. Chick, I don't know what the problem was. Don't bring your insecurities. I tell you like I tell everybody else. Don't bring your insecurities around me. If you got these motherfuckers who didn't like me and thought that you were gonna gang stalk me, now you are finding out too, bitch. You horribly failed. But that's okay. That wasn't my problem. You took the wrong thing out of me when you should have been figuring out about yourself. You got all these people who love, I'm a model. I'm a model of me. How about that? There are no role models. The role models for me will always be my mom and my dad. Period. That is my interpretation of God and Goddess. Period. You don't bring no organization. You don't bring no religion. And that's when someone else would say, Val, you hold your parents earthbound. No, you hold your pain earthbound. I tried to work with you. I know you tried to work with me, but you had a little bit of narcissism in you because you couldn't see the devil that was in you. Oh, she's feeling it right now, but she just doesn't. She hates it. And why do you hate it when I'm telling you the truth? That's why you can't come to me right now, because your ego won't let you bow to the truth. That's the jealousy in you. I had love from the very beginning, but you had your own demons to work through. And that's what people will do when they're not working through. See, I right off the bat, I let people know, and maybe I shouldn't have done that, but that's just me and my integrity. I'm just like a child walking this world with blatant honesty. To that degree, I'm like Felicia. I'm Big Brother. I'm just brutally and blatantly honest. And right off that's when Cameron said, "Oh well, we got to get rid of her." That just set her off. But I don't know what I'm going to do. But the thing about it is, I want to see if Felicia is an air sign or a water sign, or I mean, she could be anything. But that is truly something I would do. Or a Sagittarius too. So I'm pretty sure that she is either a Libra or a Sagittarius. I don't know. Who knows? But I'm saying that's the energy for me. She just didn't give a fuck. She's just brutally, blatantly honest. You tried to set me up. You come with this lie. And that's the thing. I'm like that. And that's when talking about one of the therapists, who I do believe she is a real therapist, Dr. Ramani, who I've seen her work with other people before, but then I also saw her stop working with people too. And so when she was talking about certain people, I knew exactly who she was talking about because I've dealt with that same type of energy too. And she will be the first to say, when you call a narcissist out, don't do that because they'll come after you. And that is true. But here's the deal. When you know your mission, and that mission is really, really real, and you are the real deal, no one knows that but you. No one can tell you who you are but you. If someone is telling you who you are, then you still don't know you. Now, I'm not saying some of you don't need some help. And schools used to be a time where people could like help raise the children up, but they started taking all the stuff out of schools that you needed. When you integrated the schools, you still didn't integrate the culture. So you still had crazy old crackers believing that all black people were stupid. And you still had black people who were actually still stupid. And in that slave mentality, you have the slaves and you have the slave maker mentality. And that's where they are, maybe for eternity. I have had to learn, when I see it and I can't change it, because that's where they're at. That is why Harriet Tubman didn't go back. Lift a slave up just for them to stab you in the back. Oh no, honey, that's not what I do. I saw my dad try to help this whole community, and I know what you did, and you still do. I'm still remembering when his Mason brothers, or people who he worked with at Ellie Garrett's funeral home, when you were burying my daddy, there goes a black cat. Hey baby, where you go? Oh my goodness, this black cat just came in like this black cat literally just came in like, oh no, she's up. Went the other way. What's wrong, honey? Hey baby. That was weird. That was weird. It's some Matrix shit, okay? Ooh, the Oracle is speaking today. So, yeah, the real Oracle is coming through. But what is the Oracle to you? What is the Matrix to you? It's not so funny when it's not a movie, right? And this is why I keep trying to tell you, some of these things are not a movie, but you believe that everything's a movie. You think that the war is a movie. You think that the shroomy kids, I'm going to take some shrooms and I'm just going to think my way out of this wall. You do some stupid ass shit. You fuck everybody. You give yourself STDs or AIDS or do whatever. You have a whole skewed reality. You have been taught by people who didn't know shit. I feel sorry for some of your parents who your parents weren't shit. I'm going to call it out as it is. But you can't call these parents that because they're narcissists. Fuck a narcissist today. Just call me the narcissist slayer, okay? Da 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 da! She slays. Mary Magdalena clan in the house. Don't talk to me about what Jesus looked like or what Mary looked like, because you know what? You can catch it. You want to have a trip down south? I'm talking going more south than you've ever been before. Hell is hot, but hell can get hotter, you know. Pausing for a dramatic effect. It's the Ranger Manger show. Back to Dr. Raman. She's right in that part, that you don't really take on narcissists because they'll come after you and come after you and come after you and come after you and come after you. They will. And so I know a little bit about something about that, because I've had them come after me. I've had the music industry come after me. I've had the entertainment industry come after me. I've had some crazy bitches in California and Philly come after me. Let me tell you something. I don't have nothing against Philly, but if you these Philly bitches that got something to do with this bitch and this bit and the gender not specific, then you know what, you all are going down too. I told you about 50,000 times, don't mess with me because it was going to come back to you. But you know, in that stupid ass, feeble ass mind that you do, yeah, this person is sick. She is beyond sick. I say she, but it's a she that's a he, and it's a he that's a she. And actually, nobody wants neither one of these bitches but themselves. Nobody. They don't even want. They're so horrid. They don't even want themselves. You know, when you are so horrible that the person that's really made for you don't even want you because you are as fucked up as that person is too. Why would I want to do with you? So you're going to like stalk me and look at me and you're going to mimic everything that I do. Now, because of you, the industry has gone down. The Hollywood industry has gone down. The music industry has gone down. You got these whack-ass poets around here and these whack-ass rappers around town who thinking they're goats, who thinking that they've been set up as a joke. You all don't how's your NFT money? How's your Bitcoin money going? Ooh, how's the FTX going? FTX man is going to jail. He was on the spectrum too. You can tell that. You can tell. I can see the idiot savant energy in him. This is going to be weird what they do. I don't even like using that word weird. But in this case, that's why I say it fits. We are not the weird kids. They are the weird ones. We are the magical ones. We are different. I'm talking to my military brats. I'm talking to my good kids who actually have cognitive dissonance. We actually can figure out right from wrong. We are the ones that literally lift the world up. We are the nerds. We love speaking with the birds. We love nature. We know that nature is greater. We know that plugging into nature is better than plugging into anything that man could ever tell you. And when I'm saying man, I'm saying the woman who's not raised right too. There are men and women who are not raised right. They're bitch made. I said what I said. My mother wasn't a bitch and my daddy wasn't a bitch. So I don't even know why you think I would be less than them. Just because your mom and your daddy was a bitch. Bitch, I'm not that. You don't come in and rule my house. You don't know me. Come and talk to me. Pause on that. Let's go back to Dr. Romney. Because Tony Gaskins, I'm coming for you next. Get ready. So, give me respect, but get ready. Because I see these eyes on you. Just like, what's the guy, hidden knowledge? I see those eyes in him too. I don't know. It's something that I do. I see the eyes. Or am I the only one that really can tell through the eyes? Like, I smell confusion, but do you? It's not me to out you. You go ahead and do what you do, but what you ain't gonna do is get on my platform of my life and tell me what to do and what I can and cannot do. So I'm going to be the anti-you. How about that? Because everybody needs balance. So if we just go with you, that will make you the balance, and you're not the balance. Bill. You don't see me stuck in some hotel room. You don't see me hiding. I come out in clear view. I be outside in real life. I answer the phones, right? Who's going to call me today? By the way, they're doing some weird stuff to the phones today. So after this, I'm going to end transmission. I'm going to cut off all my phones. So if you can't reach me, it's because I don't know what this is going on, but something tells me and my tribe, like, you know what? We're just going to go and take a nap and sleep through the day. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Black Wednesday. By the way, I heard Netflix lost a lot on the Wednesday series. Wow. Jenna Ortega didn't say, I told you that. I told you she can't act. I mean, you could have got me and would have been more realistic with that, but hey, you know what? Do you? But the point is, Netflix lost a lot of money. So that series is not coming back. Oh, now what will you do? Who did you follow? Who told you to do that, darling? Those Smiths fucked everybody up, didn't they? Damn, she said the name. Did I hear a cat just scream? I have nothing to do with that. I'm just being oracle. And so very rhetorical. That's why I tell you, don't do me, do you. But know if I tell you, there's a reason I'm not afraid of the Illuminati. You might want to listen to me and understand why I'm not. But I know you can't figure it out because your mentality is like, I'm not Beyonce. We're not on the same educational level. I'm not Jada. We're not on the same educational level. I'm not P. Diddy or Jay-Z. And clearly, since you wanted to go there, I'm going to put you in that too, J. Cole and Jaden and Willow and all of you. We're not on the same educational level. Y'all come at me. Fuck the apology. We're well beyond apology status now. Hello, Birdie. We're well beyond apology status now. To come up against somebody just to pull yourself or your label up the charts. Okay, don't hate the player, hate the game. I get it. But where's the heart? You want to talk about love. Kendrick, you too. I'm not missing you. Notice how everybody runs to Africa. I've had multiple times to go to Africa, and the real soldier, two real soldiers actually, but the one other real soldier was like, nah. After, well, both of them actually, they were like, no, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Not gonna let you go there because they know how I am. And that's a real man who will see, who know how you are, and know, like, you get out there and you get isolated. I know the scams that they work on people. I know the trafficking that they do. And I know even if they wanted you to run their radio station, you're going to do you. And if you see injustice, you're going to speak it. And these people will turn on you, and it'll just be too much for you to try to find where the embassy is and all this. I'm not going to let you do that. I will stop the plane. That's a real man. That's what a real man will do. A real man will stop you from going into danger. A real woman will stop their man from going into danger. I tried to stop my husband that night because I didn't trust whoever this ne'er-do-well that was coming in trying to help all of a sudden. He just popped out of nowhere. And I'm like, who is this? He's like, this is one of our neighbors. Like, I don't know this guy. You don't know this guy? And I can't stay too deep into that. But, you know, when we're talking about justice for everybody, keep in mind, I'm still going through the fact that my husband was murdered, almost literally like right in front of my face. That I was literally pushed out of the way by angels to go in the house. But then I heard the shots. Do you know how many things sound like shots? A book dropping sounds like a shot. A balloon popping sounds like a shot. Of course, car backfiring sounds like a shot. A door closing all of a sudden sounds like a shot. And then the people who did it wore dreads, wore locks. So these locks are my purple medal, my badge of honor. Because Dee Dee Shoshetta, my sister forever, one of my angels, was like, come on back to Atlanta. Come on back. We got you. Come on back here. We got you. But most of the people I knew in Atlanta had locks. And at this point, I could not stand to look at anybody with locks. Because every time I saw someone with locks, I thought of my husband's killers. And there's been no closure on that, no justice, no peace. It doesn't help when you say, I'm giving you all the evidence and everything. But, so this is a therapy session. Wow, this is Wednesday's therapy session. This is me telling you my book, okay? I don't give you a book to read knowing that most of you motherfuckers can't read. I don't need that type of glorious. I have a book. This is the book. I am the book. I am the walking book. That's what a Bible should be. A Bible should be a walking book, not a text, because that's text that was written thousands and thousands of years ago. Or really, it was written by a combination of King James and William Shakespeare. Yo, you guys don't get it. You take 33 books out of it and you say it doesn't matter, but it really does. You don't know nothing about the Gospel of Mary, the Gospel of Thomas. So miss me with that love. Jesus is love. I still love that song. That song will make me cry. But I think you need to replace the word Jesus with love, period. If you replace the word Jesus with love, you would be more accurate in your assessment of what that spirit is. But you keep calling on a name when I keep telling you it is a proven fact. Can you hear the words coming out of my mouth? Let me say it real slow for the people who are programmed. I really do understand that it's hard for you to break your own programming, okay? Like, I get why people get in Scientology and they can't break out of that, especially when the people come after you. And bitch, I'm telling you, I'm not Tom Cruise. We are Top Gun people for real. This ain't no movie, okay? You see these planes and these helicopters up in the air? This is not Hollywood or Hollyweird. This is real soldiers, okay? And they're not Scientologists, and they're not all Christians, and they're everybody. Their whole thing is, can you assume the position of being on this mission with me? Do you have my back? I don't care who you fuck. I don't care what your religion is. But are you on my team? Do you have my back when we go into this war together? Because if you can't, then you are an enemy to me. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. What would my mother and father do? That. Whatever your Jesus, your God is, what was it, like 6 months ago? When was it? When was it? Whenever it was, when I had that, when I had my own vision, my daddy and mom said, pull back. But it was like it was like, get out of it. Cut them off now. Cut them. It was a rapture moment. It was a rapture moment that whatever the power in me, and I attribute that right off the bat to daddy. Because mommy has already been, listen, Mark Ali, you know what? The saddest thing that little bitch ever did was to call up the Mark Ali injury. You don't call up stuff that you don't know about. You little shroomy kids think it's play. You want to play with Ouija boards and play with spirits, okay? And you will get these little words of power, and you call them up, and you don't have a clue what you're calling on, and you learn nothing from your muggle-ass parents, who from the very beginning were wrong. Bitch, you stuck on heroin, stuck on crack, and you said, let me... Justice for Chris Kelly's Heroes. Kelly's Heroes. That goes both ways. Kelly's Heroes. 50 years of hip hop compared to what? You're such a disappointment. There goes the crows. Crowing over the industry. You're such a disappointment. It needs to be resurrected. Drake and Beyonce is not resurrecting the Renaissance. You know nothing about the heart. You like that dumb child. I'm sorry, but sister, let me talk to you, sister, as an older sister to you, a little bit more knowledgeable to you. You call it, wow, and I put you on little. I put the tape on you, and you want to go. Exercise day. And because I'm able to do this, Social Security want to take my benefits away because I can move. But if I don't move, then what should I do? Wait on some man to come and help me steal my money too? Wait on some hoe that don't know what to do and then want to steal my identity too? So I have to exercise to take care of me. See, I have stage 4 chronic kidney disease. And one thing I know, exercising brings about my longevity. So I took charge of my health because I can't take all these vaccines after vaccines after vaccines after vaccines because thank you. And the crow is saying that too. So every time I do this, consider this like my idea of me kicking the fuck out of you. Sometimes anger is a good thing, especially when you channel it into something that's true. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, that. Stage 4 chronic kidney disease. I'm going into the hospital January 26, 2020. I keep saying go to the timeline, okay? I walked in the hospital. I knew I wasn't fine, but I didn't think I was dying. They're telling me that I'm dying. I've got like about an hour to live. My whole body's shutting down. So, hey, you get this. We got this experimental drug. You'll be one of the first to get it. We're going to honestly tell you, we don't know what it's going to do. It could kill you. But if we don't give it to you, you're going to die. So what options am I going to do? Let it roll. I said before, I have been dealing with so much over the last several years, maybe all my life, but definitely over the last several years with the industry, with some phantom folks in California, with some phantom folks in Philly, with some phantom folks all over the world. Everybody taking to my energy and sucking on my energy and sucking on my energy. This person, I realized when you called me that you're on some type of dialysis. So I don't know. Are you a part of the T? And right now, I don't know who is it. It could be anybody. I mean, for all I know, it could be the Silvers. You're all out in that Cali family. But listen, if I help you, you want to try to sacrifice me? What the fuck, Chuck? And that goes for you too, Tyler the Creator. Fuck you and DJ Drama too. Okay, let's go. I got to get that out of the energy because this is therapy for me, okay? Because if you hold that shit in, it's going to blow. And if somebody's going to die, it ain't going to be me. Not from a lie. So every time I'm doing this, this is me kicking you. And if you're feeling this energetically, and I hope you are, then I know you're feeling it. Boom, bam. This is me taking charge of my own life. She's a fighter. You damn right. 82nd Airborne blood coming up out of me. Bitch, you fuck with the wrong one in reality. So you want to take these soldiers, veterans, and make them work for free? You don't know about the military. You're stupid, sir, ma'am, them, that, whatever the government shut down, it's all bullshit. They're all bullshit. I say get rid of all these motherfuckers and start from scratch. Politics has been the worst thing ever for America. Because you get these people in office and they don't serve anymore. If they ever served, did you know that George Washington didn't even want to be president? He did not. The bird's saying that. He didn't even want to be president. He wanted to be a soldier. He knew how to kill. He wasn't even the first president. For real, for real. The first president probably was black, but you don't want to hear about that. There's a lot of history you don't know. Like there's a lot of history about Fayetteville and Spring Lake that you don't know. Like how is it that I major in political science, but I never knew about James Stillman Rockefeller? And I mean, I'm right here. How is it all the wonderful black people who talk about history and talk about back in the... You never talked about this. Why? What did you fear? I went out there on that land and that land welcomed me. I never knew anything about Miss Betty, who she was taken care of properly. And no, I don't think he fucked her, and she wasn't no stupid hoe. She was the housekeeper who was taken well. I know somebody came out there like, well, was she a slave? I don't know. This is back in the day. But some people, they grew up how they grew up. But some people grow and evolve. Listen, you always have one person in the family who's different than everybody else. The different one. The magical one. So when it comes to legacy, and I look around here in this area, who would I choose to follow if I wanted to follow anybody? First and foremost, I follow my parents, because my parents taught me study, 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 question everything. My parents taught me to question everything. So you think I'm going to get into any goddamn organization, and the minute I start asking questions, Dora, you're going to keep doing this, and you're going to be just like the gang stalkers. I'm going to be like my parents. I'm just not going to give up. You're going to learn way the other. This little girl is tough. That's why I said, don't be asking. See, I know now that we need to take her social benefits away. God damn it, bitches. I've been paying for this FICA and stuff since the time I was working, since back in the day. And all of a sudden, you want to make governmental policies. You want to cut my social. I have to drink at least a half a gallon of water every day. That's money. And I'm not even on food stamps, okay? People who need food stamps can't get food stamps. People who run the system can get food stamps just like that. You got a lot of people in the military who need food stamps but can't get it because they're on some type of cap. Y'all get it. All this government, all this bullshit, all this organizational shit is cap. The EPA is cap. NASA's cap. The alphabet board, all you alphabet boards are capped. But you want to come at me? Okay, then fuck it, let's rap. Why don't you come at me personally, have a real conversation instead of doing what you're doing behind the screen and behind your fake team. And now you got a whole industry doing this same thing. Nah, bullshit, motherfuckers. This is therapy for me. I'm boxing with my feet today, okay? This is me boxing. Jesus, might be me. Well, I've had an exercise for today. And I'm going to take a nap when I finish saying what I got to say. So getting back to Dr. Rami, she's right. Like, you don't really go up against a narcissist because they keep coming. You see how these people did. I mean, these people were the same ones that probably... How did Twitch die? How do many of these people die? From suicide, from pills, from shooting themselves, finding a hotel room or whatever. How did the beauty queen who had everything, and you know, she was the announcer and stuff, but then she just dropped from a skyscraper. And you ever notice how some of these people always hang around the same people? So you have to do the math. When you start seeing let's go back to Tiger Woods. Remember when Tiger Woods, I know we're taking you back. Remember when Tiger Woods crashed his car and his little blonde wife was beating him with a baseball bat or whatever? Whose house was he coming from? If I had a doll that didn't mean anything, I would like rip the head right off of it right now. But now you're confused. Now you're confused. Now you want to pray. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, I thought you didn't believe in that. Okay. Marcus, where are you, Marcus? All these MMs. This is an MM. This is an MM. This is an MM. Oh, messy mess. You're a mess. You're all a mess. You're all a mess. And you want to come during my dark season too on my husband's birthday season, bitch. I am not making content out of you. You got all these 50,000. You spent all your money on all these little simple beehives and barbs, and you done spent all your money trying to. Who bet against me? Well, y'all lost that bet. And that's why your money went down the drain with the FTX. God is the most amazing comedian ever. I'm getting my exercise because I'm not going walking today. I'm going to take a nap. So this is me getting my exercise, okay? This is actually helping my kidneys, by the way. Again, at 69 years old, I have stage. I keep saying that because it's a reminder to me, because I had to like really change up and get back to my health, because see, I started taking on a lot of foods that I really didn't eat because I was doing a lot of comfort food eating because this stuff was affecting me. I mean, I put tape on you. You know, I could just do that. Maybe I'm just flexing right now. Hold on a second. Because I know I put tape on this door. So you just want to try to fuck with me. Or maybe that was a test. Oh, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. Number one, I am not even lonely. I was born being an only child. So being by myself, I'm not depressed and I don't need people around me. I have a very, very, very unique type of energy. Everybody can't be around me. Most people who are around me, either you love me or you don't. Those who get it, get it. And I know anybody can't be around me for long because my energy is just so much. So you would have to be like somebody major. You have to have a massive energy. And the people with their ego think, oh, well, she's not so tough until they come around me. Like I told you, I'm the type of person that I could go up in a field around the KKK and they feel some kind of way and then they look at me and smile. And I guarantee you at least one will go, I like her. I know you do. How you doing, boys? Miss you. See, I'm not so bad when you get to know me in real life. Maybe I'm the one who can bring everybody together, right? But you know what? You don't want those type of solutions. You want the confusion. I get it, right? You are the devil. whatever the devil might be. But here's the thing that you won't make out of me. You won't make a mockery out of my family tree, and you will not make a mockery and turn me into a bunch of fuckery just for the tea. I cannot take all these 50,000 shots and vaccines because it's toxins in them. I have my mom's medical journals all around me. Aspirin is still aspirin. It doesn't change. You cannot change the makeup of that. Some medicines will always remain the same. That's what they are. That's like saying a rose is not a rose, but a rose is a rose. A rose is not a tulip. A rose is going to always be a rose. Well, I think this is a tulip. That's just like you were born a man, but I think I'm a woman. No, bitch, you're a man who decided you want to be one. Let's not get that confused. That's why I don't have a problem with gay people. All the gay people I know will tell you, all the gay men I know, like, I don't want to be a woman. I'm not trying to be, I'm me. No, I'm not trying. No, even Cam. By the way, getting to Cam on Modern Family. I love Modern Family. Like even Cam, like they did a whole episode about that. So that's why I said when you try to do that really queer, weird shit and try to who is going to cancel me? The ADL cannot cancel me, bitch. I will read you all so easily. Who am I afraid of? You? Come and talk to me in real life. Bring that Kabbalah magic on me and see what I do. Oh yeah, I know that too. Shall I use some words of power on you? What's the crow mean? Wilmington? Among other things, the curse on you is immense. Immense. Until you rectify that, you will never succeed as far as your finance. Until you recognize what you did and talk about that history. Talk about more about 1898. Talk about not the rebellion, but the massacre. The birds are, yep, the birds said, go baby, she's going all the way. Yeah, we're going deep within. I know. The birds know. Mother Nature always knows. Anyway, though, but Dr. Romney was right. Don't go up against the narcissists because they come up against you. But you know what? I gives no fucks about a narcissist because of my crew. We're right on time. They say it's the eyes for me. It's the eyes for me too. You notice how my eyes get a certain way. That's why I wear shades many times, because you can see my eyes are getting rid of spitfire. I'm like all the X-Men, okay? Which X-Men are you? All of them. At any given time. And I'm not acting, my friend. I don't know who I am sometimes, but I know what I'm not. I'm not a pussy. But I have one. No. So, anyway, but here's the deal. If somebody, what she said is for real, but however, when you have this type of energy that you know for a fact are going into the fabric of the youth and really destroying the heart of America, the heart of the world, not just America, all over the world, they have this energy. It's not just an American thing, it's a global thing. So when you have this type of energy that takes it upon itself, that they feel like with their money or their clout, they can go all the way around the world and future fake everybody out. There's got to be at least one person to take a stand, like Ruby D in The Stand. That's a movie that some of you who don't watch movies, you should see. I keep telling you, for those of you who don't watch movies, there's 3 movies. This is your homework for the season. Definitely The Stand with Ruby D and Ossie Davis, because that's where we're at. That's why I don't give a fuck about Las Vegas. You know why Las Vegas is so cheap? Because Las Vegas is cheap. The hoes are cheap, the liquor is cheap, the rooms are cheap. They want you to spend all your money on the slots. That's crack action. Because they know if they get you, if you got a gambling problem, you go out to Vegas, you'll lose your life. People get married and wake up. I mean, you're like, that's why, like, you know, what's the movie, The Hangover? That's why I love The Hangover. The Hangover, that's real life. That happens to many people many times. But you know what? Then some of y'all want to go, but I've never wanted to go to. I had an Aunt Babe that used to want to take me to the casino, and that was one of my aunts that people always thought that Aunt Babe was something wrong with her. And she was another one that I loved her. She saw an image. She saw a little bit of me in her. Y'all, there's always one in the family tree. My grandmother on my daddy's side, Aunt Babe on my mother's side, my godmommy, my aunt on my Aunt Nan that raised me on my mommy's side, and my grandfather on my mommy's side. So, hey. So, you know, I'm just, it's in my DNA to do what I do. So you think I'm going to let some punk bitches punk me out? Bitch. Too bad you didn't know. Your parents should have told you, but your parents didn't know either. So they're having to learn too. They know exactly who I'm talking to. How are you feeling today? Here's the thing about narcissists. Narcissists don't change. Narcissists usually have to die. That's true. Sad but true. They are like raging alcoholics and raging drug addicts. You cannot tell. It is just crazy to me when you're walking around like the Crypt Keeper and you can't see that this addiction has got a very you can't see this demon on you. But you have the nerve to want to tell other people what to do. Bitch, fuck off. You mad at me? Oh. My heart feels nothing. So, to Dr. Romney, I said I agree, but then I choose to disagree on the simple fact that somebody's got to have the balls to stand up to this tyranny. The House just spoke. I know my legacy. It's not just to sit back and do a social media therapist. I mean, real therapy is real therapy. But getting back to my people across the way, the fact that you all keep waving therapy in the face of these soldiers when they can't get therapy, okay? And then you want to take their money away too. So you do everything you can to keep pushing the button of the military. You don't need politics. You need the military. One day, hopefully before it's not too late, you'll figure that out. But, you know, do you. I'm being pulled off the field. Because mommy and daddy says I keep it too real. And they says, you know what? We're going to have to, like, kill somebody for real. I mean, that's just a message in my head. Mommy says, come out and create with nature. Look at the sky. Blue skies over Pallades. How's the song say? Nothing but blue skies all over me. Bitch. They know who exactly I'm talking to. That's why I don't fuck with people in Robinson County. Unless it's the new people I'm meeting. Because, you know, you fake, phony-ass motherfuckers. What? Okay, I'm not gonna do. Somebody's got new albums and new projects out. I don't care. You tossed me to the wolves, so. But you didn't know. One of my totems is a wolf. Among other things, crows and wolves are my totems. I hit a white wolf one time in Alabama, and I was like, oh my God, I'm cursed. But then she got up and went away. And so it's like, okay, got up. But somebody said it might have been a coyote. I don't know. And I heard a coyote too over at Carver's Creek when we went on our canoe ride. And I apologize. I can't be on my canoe ride with you, which is actually on the same day as my husband's birthday. But I'm going to be celebrating my husband's birthday in my other happy place. So I will be with you. But you know, I'm going to be there at the end of the month, and I'm still like recovering from the last ride. You had to be there, you know. It was funny though. It was great. And I heard a coyote, right? So, okay. Mother Nature is something every day. And we ran into a snake. In fact, I need to go there right now. Maybe I need to go there real quick just to see, like, what is it? Was that Javier? I forgot Javier was out there, but it was like, you know, but shout out to Tribe where I'm just like walking and walking. I had actually I was going to go around, so I came at the right time. It was literally the right time. You know when you were in your alignment for your tribe, because I was actually like, because I felt the energy, I felt like the fork in the road, and you know me, it's like the trail went, I felt the energy change, and something just went, take the fork in the road. So I took the fork in the road, and then, you know, I came out, you know, where I normally go. instead of going all the way around, yo, which was a good thing because I ran into one of my tribes. I'm like, the alignment is amazing. And she was like, oh my God, she came right like, oh my God, it's a snake. This, I'm like, I'm ready, it's a snake. And I'm like, like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, okay. Thank you, Ranger Jacobs. Yeah, thanks to you, I kind of know what to do, which is what I've always done, right? But it's good to get confirmation, affirmation, because it's funny how I have never been the type of person that would like really run from a snake. Reminding you, I was on base when a big ass water box and a big ass, or what was it? The big black, it was beautiful though. It was big and black. It was a predator snake. And you know, I'm used to like, you know, you hit the snake and it go away, but predators aren't afraid of nobody. So it just looked at me, okay, like, what you gonna do? And I'm looking at it like, what you gonna do? And it's looking at me like, what you gonna do? And we had to have a moment of respect, eye to eye. And I'm looking at this big, look at me, say it was big and beautiful, and because it was big and beautiful and black and shiny. And then I had some stupid ass fool that wasn't there was saying, oh, Val, I was like, bet you weren't there. What's that? But you know what? All these people can literally just pass away if they haven't already. But they always like to tell your story when they're not even there with your story. They do these fake stories in videos and on TV shows and in movies. But in reality, they can't be you. So that's why I'm telling you, to my military family, to my military spouses, to my military family, to my military brats, you are the guardians of the galaxies and the legacies. You are all that. There is not one damn celebrity. There's not one celebrity, one rapper, one actor, one social media, nothing. No Kim Kardashian, none of this bullshit. None of them you should look up to. You know who you should look up to? You. Find someone who taught you well. Who fed you? Who fed you? Who fed you and fed you with love? That's who you look up to. Did any of these actors or actresses feed you? Are they feeding you now? They're trafficking people like crazy. You see these people on social media and they wait for about 1 or 2 or 3 minutes. That's the oldest trick in the world, like Mrs. Cleo. They're waiting for they're waiting for the time to go by so they can get their money, yo. And then they all say the same thing. Hi, hope you're doing a great day. It's amazing. I hope you're having an amazing day. Listen, I can't make this up. They all say this. I can't make this up. I can't make it. When they make it up all the time, I mean, like, but you're mad now because I'm blowing your grind, bitch. You should have stayed off of my grind. Mind your business, not mine. Bars. But they're spitting out the greatest bars they've ever seen. Listen, I woke up and said I wasn't going to do anything, and then I just decided to do this because nobody can tell my story. But so back to Dr. Romney. So I agree with what she says, but I also disagree when it comes to me because somebody's got to stand up to these motherfuckers. And so I guess that somebody had to be me. God chose wisely. I'm not, hashtag not Twitch, bitch. Hashtag not Anne hates you. Top Gun in real life is a whole different type of flight and fight. We fly in real life. Not just on social media, and it's not just hype. If you want to pick some real soldiers to fight, who are you going to pick? These social media concubines? These fake ass motherfuckers, they fake all the time. These fake future faking funkin' motherfuckers. Any of these politicians, y'all really don't understand the military at all. But you're going to. But you're going to. And that I am feeling like Maleficent today. Now, getting back to Tony Gaskins, okay? Tony Gaskins has said, I was reading, just scrolling through as I do, as intelligence is always monitoring. That's why we monitor you. You monitor me. So you don't think I'm supposed to monitor you? Bitch, you stupid. You monitor me all over the place, and you don't think I'm supposed to monitor you back. Ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun, is it? Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Who might the rabbit be? Alice, too. In reality, Alice in Wonderland or Alice in Resident Evil. Which does your energy choose? I can be either of those things. And either way, you still lose. Whether it's the Jabberwocky or the zombie apocalypse. classified in Area 53. River Song, ooh, that might be me. Doctor Who. Did I hear David Tennant's going through some stuff? What is going on with David Tennant? See, when you go on that narrative, that people are so sick and tired of that narrative. Everybody is failing and falling behind that narrative. Everybody looks like they have been gang stalked like a motherfucker behind the narrative. Everybody I see is suffering. You're living your best life. It's not living your best life anymore. You know, I love myself some David Tennant. And even his wife was she was like his wife played the daughter in Doctor. See if you knew that but everybody watches Star Trek and Doctor Who like I do. See, you knew it was something when somebody is so narcissistic that they infiltrate themselves in everything you do. What type of bullshit motherfucker are you? What type of reality check did you need? What type? How does Momo? Oh, I didn't finish saying the movies. How does Momo and my movie said that what my mother gave me to watch, what my ascendant mother gave me to watch back in 2012, 2014, something like that? Momo by John Huston. Jenna Ortega, you will never be the Wednesday that was Angelica Houston's daughter. No. You went with the narrative people. And now Netflix is losing money. Yeah, okay. There's so many ways why you lost money. But hey, do you? You math people. That's what you do. Somebody ain't got no money, but they can't get the narcissism and the blow out their nose, and evidently the shrooms either. You know, I told you these hoes, they continue to take shrooms up in me up, and it makes me feel like I can find a different you can't even find your own mind, silly little bobblehead bitch. If you're the narcissist and trying to be the trick, the fuck the trick, the suck the trick, I bet you won't come up in my face, bitch. Let me tell you something. By the way, excuse me as I hashtag edutainment. It's just me playing gangster. I'm not really gangster, okay? Ask my neighbors. Ask them if I'm gangster. See what they have to say. They probably won't say nothing. Not now. Anyway. That's the people at Guns Plus in my case. No, but seriously, though, that's why I said I want people to find out about me, because you learn people, when you got people like the FBI and the CIA and the Alphabet Boys or whoever be coming after you, like I said, while you're vetting me, I'm vetting you. Like, you remember, I'd make a good cop. A good bad cop. But never mind. 82nd Airborne. Oh, and all of the military, okay? There was so much money. There's so much money that's gone into a name change, which is literally just the most insane. That is just insane. Nobody I know, no soldier, past, present, active, retired, has complained about the name. Who did the name make mad? Who did? Oh, Fort Bragg is just brings so much anxiety to these soldiers because it was named after some Confederate. We gives no fucks. This has been like forever. So you're going to take the whole legacy away. You literally threw out the baby and the bathwater, okay? You literally had a billion things that you could have spent that money on, and you went all the way wrong. Who complained? That's all I want to know is who complained? Who is this motherfucker that complained that we've got to change the name? I want to know who that person is. I just want to know. Inquiry minds want to know who decided that we're going to take all this money and we're going to change all the names of the bases all over the world because we're trying to bring back diversity in the... That's such bullshit. That's what they do with money. That's politics. Bullshit. Politics try to save each other. They will put the whole country on lockdown and then they still go on trips. and turn around and give yourself raises right in front of your face and swear out you won't do anything, okay? That's why I say, and then you want to turn around and you will literally say, well, when we shut it down, we're going to shut the national parks down, which is a therapy for free that at least they can get, because when you go up against these, most of these therapists, people say, you need to go to a therapist. You need to go to a therapist. You do know that most therapists and psychologists and psychiatrists have the highest suicide rates, right? They are, and I've said it before, do the facts on that. They are some of the biggest drinkers. They are some of the biggest pill poppers. That's a fact. You think you're listening to somebody's problems all the time, you think that won't affect you like that? Shit, it affects me. That's why I had to pull back. Everybody bringing you your problems, but when you have problems, who can you run to? So you need to be careful about even this therapy thing that they keep preaching to you. Because again, I go back to the fact that your therapists have problems. Where do they go? So when you say, you should really talk to a therapist, which brings me back to Tony Gaskin, who says something. Here's a man telling women what they should do. I know you're coming from a man perspective, but you know what? I have a little bit of beef to pick with you, although I'm not doing the beef thing because beef is trending now. So this is not about the beef. This is just like putting some clarity on where I choose to disagree with you. That you say you should never tell your man about your trauma. And I will agree with that, because I told somebody that I thought I would trust. I told somebody about my trauma, and they used that all up to turn around and what is it, like the movie White Single Female Me or whatever. They put that, like my whole thing is that I didn't want that energy like a Selena, the Hispanic singer Selena, where somebody wanted to help her and then she wanted to become her, and so she murdered her because she was so obsessed with her. So that type of obsession I take seriously, because I know people can get obsessed with that and they literally want to wear you. I mean, they literally want to wear your skin. You have people who are that insane. So being that had happened to me, I want the people and the powers that be, whether it's your grandmammy, your grandpappy, your cousins, or your friends, whoever you would people be. Yeah, I'm saying certain names for effect, but you know, in reality, you fucked with the wrong bitch. You want to play that bullshit bad man? I have never done that dark ass magic. When I feel that energy, I'll go, oh, I'm definitely now. I'll be the first to admit that I'm, you know, I am what I am. But I'm not that bitch. I don't do black magic. Well, you know, black magic, white magic. I don't do negative magic. I don't do demon magic. I don't call upon demons. Just demons come around to protect me. I have demons in my own family tree. My demons are demons you don't want to see. Because when you keep pushing that bear in me, my demons come out. I told you, Mark Ali chose me. But you fucked around and you act like Mark Ali was Candyman. She showed you she's not. Now she got anxiety. Now they all have anxiety. Well, you should have learned better, you little stupid ass stock. Getting back to Tony Gaskins, because you got those eyes too. They all have these eyes. They all have these really strange, little slanty, little snaky, little confused eyes. These little, you know, homosexual eyes. Like, I don't know, I'm confused. These little polyamorous eyes or whatever. But you say, like, don't tell a man your trauma. Go through a therapist. Well, number one, everybody can't afford therapists, sir. Number two, if you are the man, and this is why I will tell women to do, you got to be more careful who you choose. Don't just right off the bat just fall in love like that, especially if you're at my age. No. So maybe that was a lesson for me. So let this be a lesson for you, because there are a lot of people out there, more than you would care to believe. There are a lot of people out there who are here to deceive, and they're here to steal you from your money, especially now. This pandemic done brought the demons out of everybody. So they look for ways to steal you and use your disadvantage to their advantage. Okay? And so if you tell them what hurts you the most, then they turn around and play that game on you, and they'll they'll use that against you every time. And that's man or woman. Because there are women don't think that women don't do this. Clearly, look at there's some hellified narcissists. I mean, look at some of your favorite celebrities. That part. Oh, now the door wants to close again. Bitch, what you mad? You mad hoe? You mad hoe? You using your demons up against me, bitch, before the day is done. Before the day is done, you're going to feel my wrath. That's what you get for fucking with Lilith's math. Urkel would say, did I do that? Yeah. And I'll do it again. And again and again and again and again and again. Bitch, you will never fuck with me. You and your kin, may you burn in hell for the entirety for all the shit that you did. See, this is for the good kids who refuse to fall down to this narrative. Getting back to Tony Gaskins, here's the deal. If you find someone in your life that you should be able to trust, that is your number one, whoever that is, you should be able to talk to them. What is the point of bringing someone in your life if you can't talk to them about your strife? If you're going to be my husband or even my boyfriend, and if I'm going through some things, I'm supposed to just, what am I here for? Just for you to fuck and suck? And that's it? And we happy? And we happy? No, I'm going through some shit. So I come to you first, to like talk about it. If I can't talk to you, then why the fuck are you around me? Honestly. So don't just keep saying that's wrong to keep saying, like you don't talk to women, don't talk to, your man. But I see what you're saying. When you first meet a man, I agree. When you first meet a man, don't talk to that man about your trauma. I agree with that. I will agree with that, because right off the bat, that sends an alarm like, this chick is damaged. First thing you do, and I might have did that, so I have to like look back at that, make sure I don't do that no more. But I have a story, and maybe my story is something that you've never heard before, or maybe it's a story that you've heard many times, but nobody had the balls to do what I do. Especially on this timeline, because again, I represent the good kids, not the queer kids, not the weird kids. I represent the magical kids. I represent the strong kids. I represent the different kids. I represent the kids who actually had good parents. And even if you didn't have good parents, you came up out of that mud and that muck yourself. You were like that lotus blossom, that you grew yourself up. You deserve your flowers on earth, not in the ground. That's why I'm here to sound that alarm. That's my sound of freedom. I am on my mission. I am on my assignment. And a bitch want to come to me and act like I'm not, or you want to take what I do and then make it yours. Okay, let's go. Let's rumble. But see, that's why I had to get pulled back. That's why mommy and daddy says, no, none of that. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Just go ahead and enjoy this weather and enjoy this beautiful things that we're giving you. Because you can't afford to be taking on any more toxins, baby. And you know that's true. So that's why. So that's why I give you my story. And I can tell you for a fact my story is 100% true, because I live it every day. You see any cameras around me? Except for this one, okay? You see any big name celebrities around me? You see anybody helping me? You see anybody lifting me up? You see the community lifting me up? Oh, I have my tribe. And I am so thankful to my tribe. Together, we are here and we are alive. When you find that real crew that's right for you, you'll know it. And they will show it with their actions, not their words. We don't do narratives. We do life. We don't allow angry white men to decide what will happen with a woman. Number one, your rules as far as medicine needs to be changed. You still be like, I need to get Sammy. I'll just do it myself. Why? Because who else do I have? Who do I have that if I can fall back on? When I was dying the second time in here, who was I going to depend on? They were body bagging everybody. My body was spitting out those toxins like crazy. 7 weeks later, 7 doctors. And I appreciate my doctors. I appreciate that in itself was magical. 7 doctors. I'm in my 7th year. My spiritual path number is 7. 7 is that path. I choose not to be that narrative that you say, because if I end up saying I'm that narrative, I know you're going to like crucify me, but you already did that in 2022. So in 2023, we've ascended from that, all right? But again, I didn't finish the movies that I would suggest you watch for those who don't watch movies. I'm on this One Step Beyond right now on YouTube, which is so cool because it's like, stories that are based on truth. And it's Halloween season 2. Halloween. So The Stand, Ruby D. Right off the bat. Matrix out the way. Matrix is gone bye-bye, okay? So The Stand, Ruby D and Ossie Davis with Random Flag in Vegas. And The Plague. Boom, bam, bip. If you see it, you'll see it. Now, a good movie for your children, Momo, that John Huston wrote, Angelica Houston's dad, John Huston. Hollywood didn't like John Huston either, because he was very vocal, and he made his own. He was like kind of like the Houstons are kind of like the Rockefellers, that they made their shit. But when you're powerful and you make your own shit and they can't control it, then they have a problem with you. See, it was just like with me in radio. I was good. I made everybody money, but it wasn't about the money. I was about my business, but they wanted to control me. So if they can't control you or fuck you, one way or the other, they want to fuck you. They want to fuck you. Ask any of these DJs around here and see if they'll lie. He'll hook them up to a lie detector test. Okay, let's talk about vaccines. Okay, somebody had the infusion like me and cried like a little wimpy ass baby, but that's that feeling energy, trying to always want to bully and gangstalk somebody could not stand the fact. I remember how he said, you'll never do production better than me, and bitch, I was born doing production better than you. There are some men who can't take the fact that some women are better than them at what they do. And I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you Philly folks, but some of those people might be you. But you know what, bitch, you gonna respect me one way or the other, because I wasn't the one in the hospital room crying like a little bitch, having cameras all over the place. Like, oh, you don't know where. But you need to make that money, right? You need to jump your ass on. You needed that check, right? You need that check, so you want. Yeah. I'm bringing you all this coming after little old me, 69 years old, with my stage 4 chronic kidney disease. You think at this point I gives a fuck about anybody that wants to bring their demon ass babies around me? An alien goddess in real life. I just might be. A walking Anunnaki in real life, I just might be. The Reaper or the Reaper's kid, I just might be. But one thing I know, this is my story in reality. So nobody's going to not tell me that I can't tell my story, especially when it comes to my sound of freedom. Because the nerve that I've helped everybody that I've ever met in some kind of way, and you want to like just make it, and I still haven't forgotten about you breaking into my mother's tomb and my mother and dad's tomb at the Cumberland County Memorial Gardens. Who did that, and how did you know? Well, that looked like that could have been a lawnmower. How would you know if you didn't do it? I bet you that bitch won't come up in my face. None of those bitches won't come up in my face. How many times have I been in Starbucks? And you know how some people always used to come through, but they're not coming through now. Better make sure that Egypt trip worked well for you, okay? Yeah, I'm calling you out. I'm calling out all of you who took that tea. Now, I know maybe you just wanted that little be famous. Maybe you just wanted to feel something. Maybe you just wanted to feel important. But to sacrifice me to do it, okay, all right, okay, good. Stay that way. I'm missing no one. But this is my therapy. My therapy is telling my story. No one can tell my story. But you know what? My story resonates with at least one person. My crew gets it. So to come at me, number one, in my dark season and in Libra season with my husband's birthday, okay. You wanted to play the game this way. Play a stupid game, get a stupid trick. I'm not a bad witch. Only bad witches are ugly. Saturn Pisces. It's the stuff I could say. I don't, because I'm a good kid. She's having conversations in her head again. Yeah, I am. It's the lies I could say that I think are just straight hilarious. They're hilarious to me. And I'm right off the bat, no. You said what you had to say. Now go and get something to eat and take a nap. Wednesday's child's winning. I love my tribe. I am having one of the best times of my life right now, because every day is just a blessing. Every day is a gift. I mean, I'm setting miracles every day. Every day. Every day. And again, Columbia, Sony, pay what you owe. Yes, I do know. This is the part where they go, how can she? Because I'm me. How can she not? Because I'm me. How does she? Because I'm me. In reality, I'm me. How can you not? Now, why are you scared? As Michael Jackson would say, scared now. Am I scary enough for you? Why are you scared? There's nothing like the Virgo that's an actual virgin. I have nothing in my chart in Virgo, in my Virgo house. Nothing. I have no planets. Like I have nobody's dick or click in me. When you channel all that virginal energy and you will open yourself up to the magnificent source and you go, Daddy and Mommy, these motherfuckers are after me. What do you want me to do? Mommy says, come out here and create. We have this beautiful gift for you. It was right there in your back. Don't go. I don't have to chase rainbows and waterfalls. I'm good where I'm at. I have the perfect place. I have no need to go to New York. I have no need or desire to go to Cali. I have no need or desire to walk a runway, to walk the Met Gala. I am not envious of any celebrity. If you know what they did and know how they live. My mom, Mahogany. That's a personal movie for me. But now it's on YouTube for free. So I'm giving you movies for free for right now. It might not be free for long. The Stand on YouTube, The Stand with Ruby Dee and Ossie Davis, is free right now on YouTube. Fuck all these movies. Fuck that, please. It may not be for long, but for right now, The Stand on YouTube is free. Momo, the John Huston Momo, about the little girl that falls from the skies, and she go and she asks everybody, why you like that? Why doesn't anybody love you? That's it right there. You can tell people who never had real love in their life, but yet you're going to be a therapist for everybody when you have not a clue what love really is. It's ironic that I actually do feel sorry for you. And I know you don't. You hate me like crazy. And I'm up here feeling sorry for you. Because I know you think this battle is over. But it's not over for you. It's just beginning. Your Saturn return has just started, darling. I'm being kind, Mother. I didn't say anything. I just said your Saturn return is just starting. Your money cannot buy yourself out of a Saturn return. Your clout and your so-called power cannot buy yourself out of a Saturn return. Saturn gives no fucks. We don't care about Saturn. Saturn gives no fucks. I don't believe in astrology. Saturn gives no fucks. I don't believe in her. Saturn gives no fucks. I think it's all... Saturn gives no fucks. Everybody in my past right now could pass away, and I gives no fucks. That is a fact. The best people I ever had in my life are already in my past, and yet they're in my future too, because they're my present. So everybody else, I'm just starting from scratch. So I'm going to take a couple of weeks off and come back. Wow, girl, child. I got to learn how to change these calendars. What bird is this? Why come you don't say what bird this is? You just take pictures of the... Anyway, so, because we know what you're going to try to do on the new moon, okay? No, but I'm going to be busy. Oh. Columbus Day. Columbus discovered America. That was a lie. See how they lie? You celebrate a holiday. Y'all fighting about Martin Luther King Day, but you celebrate an obvious lie. Columbus Day? How is Columbus a holiday? And why? What did Columbus do? What did Columbus do? What did Columbus do? Columbus discovered America. How could you discover people that were already here? Thanksgiving was what? What was Thanksgiving in reality? What was Thanksgiving in reality? See how history is all sus? Why would they not want you to learn the truth? Maybe if you taught people the truth, then people could like really wake up. But divide and conquer. It's the never-ending story. Divide and conquer. Have it. You divided up your world and now you got it. Conquer your world. But you'll never conquer mine. Never say never. Oh, yeah. Never. And we know why. That's it. Wednesday's child is going to chill. Did I finish saying? So Tony Gaskins, I think you're Cap. But I get what you're saying. Like with Dr. Ram, I agree to disagree. I choose to agree and disagree at the same time. You're right. A woman should never come up and talk to a man. I got this, that. Because I mean, right from the back. See, the door just closed on that. I don't care. I'm over here. But I got this and men do that too, because you have some women who are narcissists too. Like, don't tell Jada your problems, because you know Jada Chris Kelly you. I said what I said. What you gonna do? Willow, Jaden, what you gonna do? You wanted to hear me speak your name. There, I've spoken. Anyway, back to my crew. Since the door's closed, that's my cue to close the door on you. Anyway, it's the Ranger Manger Show, the Wednesday edition. It's an interesting Wednesday edition. I'm going on vacation, so for those of you who wanted me to do some commercials, I'm telling you that you better get your stuff in this week, because if you don't get your stuff in this week, then it's not going to get done until after the 17th. I am not going to shorten my vacation, and I'm not going to rush my vacation, and I don't give a damn about your drama or what you need when you need. These are the rules. It's just like how with the white boys, who they give you have a 48-hour turnover, and you got to pay me up front. You pay me up front, and I start doing the commercials. However, no pay, I don't do anything. However, don't wait till the last minute when I'm like saying, I need you to get this in, and then you wait, but I need it. Well, then you know what? I guess you'll still be needing when I get back. Because I am shutting down the office from the 11th to the 18th. Yep. The 11th to the 18th. I'm shutting down the office from the 11th to the 18th. So if you got some work you need me to do, you better get that in now. Or it ain't going to be done until after the 18th. I'm celebrating with my honey and at my happy place and doing happy good things. So I'm about my money though. Mommy still does commercials. Mommy still does voiceovers. Mommy does all of that. Mommy makes her money. Mommy ain't Cap. But you come and you try to get in the way of my money, Mommy will clap back. And I'm not your mommy either, but I might be the mummy to you. Fuck around and find out and wait and see what I do. Anyway. Wow. Here you are. Ooh, everybody's coming back. No. I'm sorry. I don't do confusion. I just don't. No. I'm not your soulmate. I'm not your twin flame. I'm not none of that. I think all of y'all at this moment are lame. I think you're either overly religious and confused. I think you're trying to look for anything to get views. I think you're trying to find your way and you're trying to buy your way in God and the stuff that you do. I think you teach about stuff that you don't even know. I think you're the hoe that fucked the hoe, that sucked the hoe, that took the shit. I think, you know what, you come up around me and you find out that I am that bitch. I think that as mighty damn funny, it funny in my J-Lo voice, that for all that I've gone through by myself, that you took a choice. You chose to partner up and combine your forces against me, to embarrass me, to humble me, to shame me. Just what would she do? I just made a fool out of all of you just by doing me. God damn, who must she be better than you for eternity? Not the narrative. This is for my CKT. Because I have to drink at least, 67 ounces of water every day. Like, so I gotta drink at least 5 of these every day to make sure. And I have to, like, not overdo, because, you know, I'll overdo. So I'll like somebody said yesterday, like, I drink a gallon a day. So I'm like, do I need to drink a gallon of water? No, because you can overdo. You can overhydrate your kidneys. So don't listen. You can listen. You can overhydrate your kidneys. I know. I got a story for that too, and then I'm let it go. I got it because I've always had something. I guess this kidney thing may have always been there in the beginning. I don't know, but I used to have, like, with the albumin, I used to always have some type of problem with my kidneys. So I remember one time before that I was supposed to go to the doctor, and if my albumin levels went down, they were going to put me in the hospital. And I was a kid at this time. And so, you know, because I can remember, this is a funny story. I need some more light in here. This is dark. Hang on. This is a funny story. Always end in humor. I gave you all the good stuff. I gave you all the pterodome. Now I'm going to take you home. But this is a true story. Like I said, I got plenty of stories. I am that endless storyteller. I never run out of creativity. I'm the commentator and the content. That will be me. None of these people on social media can outdo me. They can't out-rap me. They can't out-poetry me. They can't outdo anything. One would say, well, she's a good friend to have. But then their jealousy says, nah, I want to get what she's got. Bitch, shut down. Shut up, sit up, whatever, you know. Anyway, back to the story though. I remember, it's a funny thing happened to me on the way to the forum or something like that. It was Zero Mostel. Y'all remember that movie, Zero Mostel? It was a funny movie. It's funny movie. So I remember I saw the doctor like that Friday, And I was supposed to see him. I was supposed to go back and see him on that Monday. So let's see. This is where my mom, like, being the nurse's kid and stuff like that. And my mom, I'm sure my mom and my dad looked at me many times like. So I know my parents love me. I'm like, a different world in real life. Like I'm not the fake, I'm not the fake any of that. I'm the real dad, okay? The real HBCUs are not like they are not like they are. Well, maybe they are, because I had some fucked up HBCU experiences too. But I had some really fun ones too. But yeah, I know my parents looked at me. I'm glad I had the parents for me, because I know my parents knew I was a different child in a different world. It's a different world, and that different world was me. So anyway, I had to go to the doctor. I went to the doctor on Friday, and I was probably like, I don't know, 10 or 12, whenever that movie came out. I don't know. I think I was in my teens. No, I think I was less than I was teeny. I mean, I was somewhere in that teeny age, early teens or preteens or something like that. So, so even then, the kidney thing's coming back. So now here once again coming back. And that's why I'm having to get myself on track. And I have to get all these people off, these demons off my back. That's why I'll slay a hoe. Bitch, you come for me and my dough. That's toxin to me. All toxins gotta go. I don't give a fuck. Fucking apology. Fuck you. Fuck your family. Fuck you too. You coming for me, bitch. You gonna pay me. Social Security, you trying to take my money, I'm coming for you. Politicians, you trying to kill off the military, I'm coming for you. What would a good support wife do? This. Lift up my crew. Let them know nature walking. That's what we do. That's good therapy. That's free therapy. I love it when I've seen more people come out there and they breathe out. Like yesterday, when, like I said, I don't be trying to hear, okay? I just have bionic hearing. So but I heard that, like, when, you told, I don't know if it's your sister or whatever, I said, this is just the best thing for you, because you need to get out, and it was good. I love the people who come out there and they just nature walk and helps with anxiety, okay? I love, like, when the 19-year-old came and she said she was praying for an angel. I came and I came her way. I mean, that was just, it's stuff like that I would rather. There's nothing in New York. There's no ceremony. There's no organization. There's no Met Gala. I would burn all the industry up, put them in a ball and burn all the Met Galas, all that. Fuck all that shit. What I have is my gift. That is my gift, and it's free to me. So I will fight for that. Don't come out there and fuck up my energy. It's like when you come around, it's like when these little bad kids turn around and throwing trash in my yard and I cuss them out. What, your parents went wrong. Why do you parents let your children, like these children were going around throwing bricks in people's houses and nobody's saying? See, that's why I said I'll shoot a kid, okay? So you better keep your kid in check. Don't let these little wannabe gangbangers come out of here and show some disrespect. Bitch, these are not my kids. See, you all done crossed the line. I try to be good to you, and so you're going to steal mine. You better let your kids know. If you like your kids, you better tell them, don't mess with Miss Val, because Miss Val will kill you in real life. And don't give no fucks. I can do it legally, too. Yeah, that's what's up. Don't play a real soldier. I'm not a video hoe. I'm not industry, yo. My gun is loaded with gold. Is loaded with gold dots, not defenders. I use the defenders for fun, but I use the gold dots to make a point. Anyway, finishing the story about a funny thing happened on the way to the farm. Ironic story, ironic the movie. Going back to Roman times. So Zero Mostel. So I'm seeing the doctor on Friday, and so my mommy's got to take me back on a Monday, and if my albumin levels aren't down, then they're going to put me in the hospital. I mean, you know me in hospitals. That would be a negative. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, because I probably wasn't drinking enough water, so I'm going to drink water and make sure that I'm not going to go into the hospital. Well, funny thing is, It's that balancing thing. Sometimes I have to learn the hard way that you have to balance it. Because all I know is, okay, I need to drink more water. I need to drink more water. I need to drink more water. So I spent all of that Friday afternoon and all of that Saturday just drinking water, 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 drinking water. I probably, and mind you, now I'm pre-teeny, or teeny or pre-teeny or whatever. So I'm a little person. And so I probably drank at least 2 gallons of water. Now, one would say that's not a lot. Yeah, it is. I mean, at least 2 or 3 hours of water. In 24 hours, 48 hours, that's a lot of water. If you know, ask the doctors about it. So anyway, I love to, and I mean, that this is my mom, my Sagittarius mother. Because I think she knew, well, of course she's a nurse, so she knew. But she knew it was also a way that I had to learn, because it was like, she didn't know that I was doing all of that. But when I did it, she knew, and she was like, really? Really, baby? Really? Like, can you not overdo? Which is why I love the Saturn and Pisces thing right now, because that's like, I can't overdo. Because Mom, like, nope, and Daddy comes through too. So the Jupiter and Saturn thing, whatever, I don't give a damn what your astrologers are saying. Let them do what they do. But in my chart, none of them know me more than me. There's not one person, for the record, I've never paid anybody to do my astrology chart. I have never went to any tarot worker to ask them a question. I look at them, because you have to look at the people that's monitoring you. That's just, well, I know you watch. You goddamn right I'm watching you, bitch. You goddamn right I'm watching you, bitch, because you're part of that clique. So I'm not afraid to say it. You goddamn right I'm watching you. What does intelligence do? Intelligence watches. Intelligence monitors. I'm intelligent. Are you? So don't play that shit. I know you watching. You goddamn right I'm watching you, bitch, like you watching me. You want to get on that narrative? Let's play, and let's fuck around and find out and see who I be. Size for me. That money's going to come to a halt, and you're going to remember on this day that I told you. Fuck the apology. Y'all got to do way more than an apology now. Your apology is not accepted. I want to see heads. My bad. Don't overdo. Oh, the 2 birds flew through. Okay. Bring the demon down. But they brought out the demon in me. They said they wanted to see my demon. They wanted to come up. And he acts with Doc Warner when they go to hell. The Warners go to hell, and I'm the big devil. And Doc Warner goes, and I am. You know, and let me tell you something. The little Princess Ho, that she started out making movies, making videos about. When you start out with a video like, this is how I catfish people, you got catfished by a dumbass bitch. So how dumb are you that you got catfish? You know what? They pulled a you on you. And I guess I did too. Because you wanted to be all big and bad. We're gonna like gangs. You used all those tricks that you learn. You mimic it. That's what you do. But you'll never make another successful movie. And how well will you live off that book? You still have to work, bitch. When you mad? You know, when you've never been a friend, never get around people who don't know how it is to be a friend. People like that will use good people. I agree with what Dr. Romney says. Don't go up against the narcissists, because they will come for you forever. But somebody has to stop them. Someone who's very, very clever. And I told you, she's right. They'll come for you forever until they die. It's the last part. I'm just a 69-year-old woman with chronic kidney disease. How can I be that tough? Shh. Classified in Area 53. Aluma who? Aluma what? Isn't it sad that Blue Ivy's seen her best days and she's just a kid? You did that to her. Don't blame me. You chose the narrative. You weren't raised right. You had a choice. You chose wrong. Beehive, barbs, fall back. Stand the lane you belong. Because if you get in mine, R.I.P. I keep telling them, don't fuck with me. Then they have to fuck around, find out, and see. Anyway, back to the movie, though. A funny thing happened on the way to the farm. So it's Zero Mostel. So I'm drinking this water. I'm overdoing it with the water. I mean, I'm drinking like water all day. I'm drinking water all from the Friday came from the doctor. I'm drinking water. I'm drinking water all Saturday. The movie's coming out. I really wanted to see this movie because this was funny. I'd seen it. I don't know if I've seen it before. I wanted to see it, but it was a hilarious movie. But I saw only half of it because I spent the whole night throwing up. My mom and my dad like looking at me like, what is, I'm just throwing up. And Sunday too, I'm just throwing up. Long story short, go to the doctor Monday. I almost get in the hospital because I overhydrated myself. I literally drowned myself internally. My body was kicking out all the water. I overdid it. My kidneys got overtaxed. My body was like, too much. It's too much. It's too much. So I'm throwing, and my mom knew, so she wasn't panicking because she knew what happened. But it's like, it just had to come out. So the good thing about it, though, is that my body extracted it out because by the time I got to the doctor Monday, and he was like, you do realize that you damn near drowned yourself. So it's a good thing your body kicked it out, or we literally would have had to pump the water out of you because you took on too much water. So that's a story of how I overdo. And I don't know, maybe that's a movie. Maybe that's a movie you need to see too. A funny thing happened on the way to the farm with Zero Mostel. But that's some of the things that I do sometimes when I have a tendency to overdo. So that's the whole thing. Like when you're drinking water, you can't drink too much water. You can drink too much water. There's enough out there. Or go to people that know. Like I said, I have endless stories show. And I don't mind sharing my stories for free. But actually, if you're going to pay these hoes, then you're going to pay me. So that's why I had to really, really realize that I need to treat myself as the judge said one time before. Treat myself as a business. Because now all these bitches are making business out of me. They making money. All these tarot hoes taking my content. And seriously, like I don't know. Like, please believe me. I know what they did. I know what you did. I know what the whole industry did. I know what you did. No, like, how does she know? Bitch, how can I not know? I mean, my thing is, how stupid are you? How stupid can you be? How can I not know? How can you not see? But I forgot you're not me. We don't do the same thing. Like divine feminine. You gonna have a baby. I'm not gonna have no fucking baby. I'm not waiting for some dick. Bitch, are you serious? I'm like so good right now. It's like the thought of it, like, no. I'm like totally in my nun mode. I'm like so in my nun mode. I'm like over that. Whatever that magic spell was, that is like way, like the last thing that you did when I had that, whatever that was, when that vision came, when I saw that and daddy went, shut it. I mean, there was so many things I said, but it was like, it's just like, it was a whole conversation. It was a telepathic conversation, but it was like, get out. Shut it. Shut it down. Shut them down. So I don't listen to anybody. I don't listen to politics. I don't listen to politicians. I don't listen to anybody. I listen to that. What was that? That energy was my God. That was my dad. That was my energy. I listen to my mother. I listen to my dad. I don't listen to none of you. I still listen to my mom and my dad. I listen to my instinct. I listen to what speaks to me. What could that be? I don't know. It's a higher authority, but it's the authority that works for me. How do I know? Because look at my security. I go anywhere I want to, and I feel free. I be in that. I wish a bitch would roll up on me. Fuck around and find out and see. I'm not hiding behind 50,000 security cats. I'm right here in the middle of the hood. I mean, I'm right here in the middle of a hood by myself. Ask my neighbors about me in reality, but they probably won't say anything. Or they might. All of my life. Let me stop. You're the one that brought on this fight. Nope. Ain't no apology can do this. Bitch better have my money. Yeah, it is about money. But like I thought this money was supposed to be going to good kids. I thought this money was supposed to be going to I don't do no organization. I'm like feeding I'm not feeding the homeless. I'm not feeding the puppies. In the arms of an angel. You know, if all the celebrities would just you could easily all these celebrities with this so-called money, all these organizations could be gotten. All the dogs would have been saved and wells would have been saved and everything. Well, there's enough money for all this to be saved, but you keep coming to the wrong people. You keep coming to the heart of America that you keep constantly using. This is what you do. You set up, this stuff is set for these people at the top of the tier, reminding you on your dollar, you have the pyramid, but it's cut off in the head, the eye is in that, and then you have the Illuminati. So you know what? Y'all don't even know what that is. I mean, but you have the people who want to tell you, have the saboteurs to say you cut the head off, right? So that's what you want to do. You want to cut the head off and thinking the money, you will still be at the top of your game. Oh God, these pyramid schemes, man, it's a shame. But no, because again, it's a rapture time going on. It's funny, the rapture and the raptor. I'm kind of like a raptor, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. The raptor 22. Research it or don't. But anyway, that's it. That's all I had to say today. It's a Manger show, and that was my support team, and that was my support flow. So Wednesday's Child, and me doing my own reality show, no script. So who's better than me, yo? Let's see it. I call all of you rappers out today. Every single one of you. Let's see you do what I just did in reality. All of you. Beyonce, J. Cole, Jay-Z, P. Diddy, Lupe, Will, Jada, and your book, Worthy Ho. Okay. Woo! Justice for Chris Kelly, justice for Weldon David Baker, justice for me. Seriously, wounded warriors who are really a part of a real legacy, you really don't need to mess with us because, you know, we're the ones that can help set you free, or we can kill you too. Whatever the case may be. My legacy goes deep. Like my foot. Real planes fly over me. They just so ride by and drive by. So when your so-called celebrities or your so-called terror workers, your so-called big, bad, bully, badass motherfuckers say they come up to me in reality, I haven't seen not a one of them in my face yet. Not that I'm calling for you, but you know what? If you're going to talk about me, then come and see me. Let's talk things through in reality. If not, then I realize then that you're not in reality. You love being sus. So go ahead on. Do what you do. In me, I trust. My family, my real family, they lifted me up. Because I was taught and raised right. To love or to fight. Either way, I'm going to be a master at what I do. And this is a message to someone. Was it you? Snap. Bars. Holy Spirit just did come through. But who is the Holy Spirit to you? It's the Manger Show. It's the Manger Show. I'm going on vacation, and I'm just going to feel the glow. I'm enjoying my nature walk, because I don't have time for all this talk. I'm just creating my own life to live. Because it's time. Period. What time is it? That's for you to find out. Peace. We'll see if YouTube plays this. Probably not, but I give no fucks. The book, the audio book of Val has been given. I know, right? Cut off my hair. That's what Delilah told Samson. This hair is in honor of my husband and my undying ability to deal with this tragedy with my type of therapy. Again, when you actually go to therapists and they hear your story and the therapists start to cry and they say, how are you even doing this in real life? Two things you can do. Live or die. And what would my parents want me to do? Not die. So why would I die for you? That's the question of the day. Figure it out for yourself. Or don't. Okay. The house just spoke. I love my ghosts. Halloween. The good witch is in. Every